My name is Jason. I'm a Fat Fender Garage, and we are here in our new shop, and we just finished up a project. It's a 1977 Ford F-250 Ranger XLT edition. Extended cab, long wheelbase. This thing is a beast. But the fun thing about it is this guy brought it in, a cool client of ours, and he wanted to put a Coyote in it. Has it been done? It has not been done. And so we thought, all right, we talked about it, came up with a few good ideas and a few options, and next thing you know, this thing's coming in, we're tearing it apart. We're making custom motor mounts and transmission mounts and trying to fit this in here, custom headers to make it all work, but it turned out awesome and rides pretty sweet. All right, so let me show you under the hood and have you take a look at it. We've got a Coyote motor sitting in here. We've used power by the hour control module to help us control the 6-speed automatic transmission. We've got a heavy-duty aluminum radiator in here, brake booster on the firewall, and we kept all the original suspension on here. And so what is kind of cool about it is all this stuff is made to fit with the original suspension, so you don't have to go change and put tons of money into suspension to make it work. It just all fits together. A couple things to deal with. Getting the air conditioning to work, which we talked about, we use vintage air. And the other thing is to get power steering to work. In this application, KRC makes a Coyote swap power steering pump with a reservoir mounted right on top. And it was actually just a perfect fit for this, this build, and we've been really happy with it. These are known as the dent side pickup trucks. They're from 1973 to 1979. It was a little bit upgraded version of the 67 to 72, which they call the bump side. Mainly the molding is pressed on the inside rather than it sitting on top of the bump on the earlier trucks. So I can talk about it all day long, but I think the best thing is we go for a ride in this thing. So let's jump on in and hit the streets. Let's go for a drive. The original suspension actually feels pretty good just due to the fact that it is a large truck. It actually really rides nice like a modern day pickup truck. No problems with the suspension at all. That twin I-beam really feels pretty good for the era of truck. It's been obviously well taken care of over the years, and the guy's done an amazing job with just maintaining everything, and so the build really wasn't that hard. Typical things that were dirty underneath that we cleaned up, but at the end of the day it was just a perfect candidate to put a Coyote motor in it. With these Dakota digital gauges, it really helps us to, you know, watch all systems. This is the VHX style. Really, they're kind of classic, and it doesn't really take away from, you know, the vintage feel of the truck in itself. With the vintage air system, keeps the truck really cool. We did have to fabricate some special boxes on the backside that vintage air doesn't make. They don't really make a kit for this truck. I think they will in the future. 67, 72, I heard they're working on some stuff, but we had to fabricate some boxes on the back to attach the round hose to. But other than that, it wasn't terrible. All right, so what we'll do is we'll slow down and get some distance for us, because what we don't want to do is have any issues with people in front of us. So we'll slow down, we'll kind of launch this thing. You can see what it feels like. Even in a big truck, these motors go. It's really fun. I mean, if you don't like that, I don't know. You better stop watching these videos and find something else to do. But it's fun. I mean, you have a good time in this thing. And the RPMs on this thing are just perfect. We're cruising about 80 miles an hour on the freeway, and we'll only hit about 2,100 RPMs. So it's actually super convenient. You'll get good fuel economy that way. Probably get somewhere in the neighborhood of about 18 miles per gallon. If you can keep your foot out of it, that is. kind of wish you could keep them all, that's for sure. Every truck we build is just unique and different, and usually has some kind of story and history with it. You just kind of wish that you could keep all the trucks, but excited to see it get in the hands of such a good person. He's gonna love this thing.